Hey, what's up? It's me, Elay, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. We're getting closer and closer to the end of this segment, and I am thankful for it. Hang on, I'm going to get a sip of coffee. A little tired, but it's a good tired because I've been working really hard to get this series done. I know it will help. I've been waiting a long time to actually get around to this series. I believe it will help someone. So finally get to share more of my story, and this one is pertaining to introverts, which I am, and sports. Okay, let's try to keep this as scaled down and tight to the rim as possible. I'll try to focus on only sports during high school, into which what I considered sports. So I will say that in ninth grade I did the pom-pom dance team, but that's a whole nother entity within itself. That's not considered a sport to me because I didn't take it serious. The sports I will talk about in regards to high school, my 9th through 12th grade year, are track and cross country. Now I have to remember what I did first. I believe it was cross country, simply because I did not like track and the type of climate it attracted. Climate meaning attitudes and personalities, and unfortunately black people I chose not to be around. Track attracted a lot of aggressive, assertive, in a non-positive assertive way of energy. Now there's a difference between a good type of assertive. I'm assertive when it comes to like taking care of business, being responsible, but there's another kind of assertiveness that stokes a type of energy that smells bad and it makes the color green all around them, and that's the type of energy that whole track and field crap brought. Unfortunately, I did track not by choice, but my parents forced me to do that. I tried to talk them out of it. I tried to talk my way out of that all the time. Now, cross country, on the other hand, I really loved it, and I do miss that. And cross country is just super fun because it's totally independent. It's like no one can lose in cross country but myself. So I'm not responsible for letting anybody down but myself. I was able to push my own self for my own reasons, to beat my old records, to beat my old times. I never saw cross country as a collective thing. I saw it as an individual thing, a self-endurance and stamina, and seeing that I had it, or proving to myself. It was an inner type of challenge and a physical challenge. I loved cross country. That was really fun. And during practices, there was really no need to practice with a partner. It was really all up to you to heed to the coach's advice and follow the strategies he delivered, and to follow the sports regimen that was given. And it was up to you to push to get yourself better or not. I like that I didn't feel the need or obligation to have to run with the rest of the girls during practice. I still to this day, well, I can't say that. Back then, I couldn't understand why the girls ran in flocks like that, or groups. I'm like, how can you be running and talking at the same time? What is there to talk about? Practice. Get running. Practice. How can you run and hold a conversation? I just didn't get it, and I didn't have time for that. And I didn't want to talk anyways. I just wanted to practice and run and do my work and be alone and get lost in the environment and the air. And it gave me a lot of time to think. And it also gave me a lot of time to unplug from all the stress I was having in life growing up. I liked cross-country practices because I knew my parents weren't going to bother me. They knew where I was, so they weren't going to bother me. It was like the only time I actually had alone. I didn't care too much for the races because I couldn't be in my own head. It was a race. I had to get in there and do it. But still, it was good because it was an independent thing. I was flying solo. No team effort. Get off the bus, warm up, run the course, do the race, you're done. Wait for the boys to get done, but hey, they get done when they get done. If we could get back on the bus, I got back on the bus. If we couldn't get back on the bus because the bus driver was gone, I dreaded having to wait around with the girls. So they knew already, though, that I didn't like to talk. So I just hung up by myself. I had my CD player or a book or whatever and just zoned out until it was time to go. That was the hardest part, just waiting around because we couldn't get on the bus. I would have loved to just got on the bus and went to sleep. But overall, cross country was perfect for me because it was individually based. I did not like track. I cried all the time before certain track meets and stuff because I was like, I just didn't want to do it. I don't know why my parents had me do it. I don't care if I was good at it or not. I had no plan on getting a scholarship, and had I got one, I wouldn't have accepted it because I wouldn't have given it my all because that's not where my heart was at. Running around in circles on passing the baton to jerks you don't even like. Like, why would I want these girls who don't even like me? Why would I want to help them win? They don't like me. Why would I want to help them win? So, that's how I felt about track. I didn't even know back then I had a heart condition, and I didn't know why I fainted all the time anyway. So track was actually just too fast anyways. My parents didn't know. They just thought it was asthma, and that's what they chalked it off to. But fast forward from high school till present day, I have some type of heart condition where my heart beats too slow. So I couldn't even keep up all the time when we did sprints around the track. So that didn't help because I'm like, okay, so why are you still having me run if you think it's just asthma anyways, and I'm steady collapsing around the rink? Not only am I letting myself down, I'm embarrassing myself. Now I am literally letting the team down as a collective. But you still want me to race? I felt so disconnected in that moment. Like, my parents just don't care. They're just not getting it. Why would you force me to do something and I'm passing out every time? Now, if something happened, thank you, Jesus, I didn't die because their stupidity. I fainted like all the time. And I did not know I had an underlying heart condition. Just thought it was asthma. But Lord, right now, I just want to say thank you because my parents' stupidity and ignorance for not listening to me when I really had bad feelings about running track. Not knowing that I had an underlying heart condition, but that was probably the reason why I just begged and cried all the time. Like, I don't want to do this. Thank you for keeping me, Lord, for not dying. All those times I fainted at every single track meet. Thank you for keeping me whole and keeping me safe from those people that I'm supposed to call parents. So with cross country, you could run your own pace. I could run my own pace and I still was good at it. It was like you can work your way into it. There's a big difference now. You don't have to start out sprinting. You warm your body up, you get your mind and body ready, and you get locked into a speed and you're just there. With track, it's just you start at 0 and you end at 0, and that's not safe. That wasn't safe for me, especially not for that long. I couldn't hold it that long. But now I know why now. But on top of that, though, before I knew I had a heart condition, I just didn't want to help those girls win because they honestly didn't like me. Why would I want them to win and they don't like me? Why would I give my all for a team who only want to be my friend because I could hold the line to pass the baton to someone else? It's just pointless. If anything, if I were to participate in track, I would have just stuck to the distance running. But then again, I still didn't like that because we were just running around looking like a chicken with our head cut off in a circle. So there was the, I believe the half mile and the mile that we did. But it wasn't the same. It wasn't any comparison to cross country. And even so with track, even when we did the mile relay, not the relay, the mile itself or the half mile, there was a sort of tense pressure where you had to go fast. So to me, there necessarily wasn't enough time for me to build up to start picking up the speed. I just didn't like it. It's a totally different world and environment than cross country. So as an introvert, I feel and believe that doing long distance running like marathons and cross country, that is the perfect sport for you. I know it's the perfect sport for me. I do like to just run. It's really fun. Oh, I rhymed. So I can say far as sports, cross country was my most favorite sport of all. I hated 9th grade pom squad, and that's not a sport to me because it didn't take it serious. Track, I hate it, but I loved cross country. That was fun, and I liked the freedom that it gave and the time, and it allowed me to just think. So it was like mental yoga, and I got a physical workout too. It was like a full body workout, mentally and spiritually. Hey! So I look forward to getting into some light marathons sometime in the future now that I'm in Georgia. I'm exercising at home indoors, but I want to start into some marathons, starting with the light 3 milers and taking it from there. I want to get back into that again. I've never done a marathon, but I aspire to be in one. That will be fun. I know I do good in that. So it's nice to know now that I'm older, I can actually pick up the sport that I really enjoy doing and implement it in my life today. And now I have people who actually love me, so it's not like I'm doing it all for myself. I know my family and my husband will be proud of me, so that's really awesome. So I'm thankful for that, and I can't wait to get started. That's going to be really fun, documenting me getting ready for my first marathon. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to be in Georgia. I'm so happy I didn't die in high school at the racetrack when I collapsed all those times during sports events. I'm happy that the Lord kept me safe, and I'm happy to be doing this video right now because it actually helped me realize that the Lord kept me through a lot of stuff that I didn't know about that was wrong with me. Man. So that's me, Elay, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy, talking to you today about being an introvert and handling sports. Have a great everything. Until next time.